Here's a little bonus content. I got on today to do my dailies, and I played a really good game against this dude, Orochi, who I think I've played before because I recognize a fellow Cleafort appreciator. I wish I would have done this live because I think these are better when you're watching them live, but we'll just do the replay now because it's one of the best games I've ever played. Like, I win, but it's so close the entire time. I guess we'll just get into it. So, turn that down just a hair. I'm playing a Drytron deck. Nothing crazy, really. He's playing an Infernoid deck. I don't really know what Infernoids do, to be totally honest with you. It's a little off. It's definitely not the most popular thing. And again, this is really just me trying to get 100 gems. But I get a pretty decent starting hand. He's not doing anything. I think he still may have something. Droplet would be scary. Infinite Impermanence would be scary here. I actually try to play around the Imperm. I don't know why I'm convinced that he has it, but I don't want to exceed into Mu Beta, because if he knocks it out, then I kind of lose the advantage I have here, and I have definitely I have a thing to spare. So I make Impermanence without that. This is all pretty basic stuff here. You just playing with the handful of Drytrons that I have. Now I do the Mu Beta because I can negate things. I also thought he would use it already if he had it. Just while I was doing other stuff. And I guess I just felt brave enough at this point. Going with the real bread and butter turn 1 Drytron thing. I'll get Beatrice up here. I have Pocket Eva, so I want to Eva this turn, and then I can do whatever I want the next turn, and I'll discard Eva from hand. Still real basic. I get an orange light just in case. I get Gamma out here to get 2 more on, and I'll make the IP play from there. I've got the Natasha for turn 2 if I need it. Otherwise, it's just another ritual monster to pull from the graveyard from, and I end my turn. So he starts off with Pot of P. I have all these negates, so I thought, why not just Ash? Turns out he's got a Gamma. No big deal, right? Because I have the ultimate one. So I negate this. But he's got a Forbidden Droplet. This is a fantastic play. I know it's going to be a great game here. He only negates Ultimateness, and it might be because that's all he could do. If he negated the IP, then I would be in a lot more trouble, or I would feel a lot more scared about this turn than I do at the moment. Although, you'll see what happens, but I think I would play it differently if he got rid of my IP there too. But I throw away just a random Drytron. I don't know if that was the best call, but it's what I did at the time. This is a good play by me because it lets me get my Eva in the graveyard, and now I at least have an orange light, so I have 1 negate now. I lose my billion negates, but I've still got my 1, and I've still got my IP. He does this weird thing. I've never even seen this before, and he fusion summons this level 11 demon. I'm so happy I got the orange light because it saves my life right here, and you don't actually get to see what this thing does. It has a million effects, and he fusion with like 5 things, so super scary. He finally makes me pull my IP hand. I don't know when the best point to do this was, but this is when I chose to. I also don't know if this is the best call going into Underworld Goddess, but I just put her in this deck, so I kind of wanted to use her. That might have been a misplay. I didn't mean to click the ability there, but again, this is a brand new card for me, and I just thought it would be cool to use it. Because I think I could have negated this had I not done that earlier. I don't think I negated anything the first time. He starts pulling these level 7s. He's got like a sort of weak negate out of the graveyard, but those kind of cards that you have to banish cards to get. It's pretty scary, honestly. He does it a lot. He then gets his access code talker out, and I think that might even have been there's a level 3. Yeah, from a level 3, he starts negating my stuff. Fortunately, he forgets that this is an IP goddess, so I can't be destroyed by card effects. He still gets a lot of stuff out here, I at this point remember that he pot a P to start this whole turn off, so he's doing half damage, although it's 40-50 at the end, so he doesn't actually one-turn kill me even if he doesn't do that. I would have survived with just barely any health. Here I'm thinking, do I want to use the pot of P or do I not? I try not to. I don't think he has anything to stop me from doing whatever I want to do at this point. He's just got some scary monsters on the field. He has a spell negate too, so he could have gotten rid of the pot of P. I'm really just praying that he doesn't banish this thing, because if he tributes a monster, he can banish something from my graveyard. And I think if he does banish my ritual spell, it's the only one I have in my deck, I might be screwed. But there he banishes it. That's fine. I decided at this point that I'm going to make the Access Code Talker play. I can still throw these ritual Drytrons out a lot to basically fill up my whole field. Now that I've got 5, I make the Unicorn to up the attack. I could have sent something back, but I just really didn't think I needed to, because I have a lot of Link monsters in the grave, so I'll just, I'll get rid of them, and then I have the card in my hand to do something with. I don't know. It's there, though. So I get my own Access Code Talker in, and I get rid of the IP, and I get rid of the Underworld Goddess, and now I leave him with 700. So, alright, now what do you do? How do you come back from this? You've got 2 cards. That said, all these Infernoid things are super scary and can just summon himself out of the grave. His grave is now full of stuff. He's about to throw like a billion things into the grave. There's this couple, you see both his Called by the Graves, bunch of spell cards. I think he's just looking for a monster at this point, though. And he finds one. He finds this Decatron thing, which can become something else. He's going to become something that can get rid of my Access Code Talker and throw it back to me. Here, I don't know what he's got in his hand. I'm definitely scared. Like, he's had an out for every single thing I've done all game. So I'm thinking, like, what do I do to get around this? Because I don't have any rituals anymore. I just kind of have the Drytrons. And I remember, I've got a small bird. Yes, I can win with a small bird. And he has no answer to this. And that's the end of the game. This may have been one of the best games I've ever played, win or lose. I hope I play this guy again. I love a fellow Cleafor appreciator, and I thought the Infernoid deck was cool. Maybe I did some dumb stuff into it because I just don't really know what to do about it, but I thought it was a great game, and I figured I'd throw it on YouTube just to let everybody else see too. So I'll catch y'all later.